How are we tonight? We're good, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
Give us a cheer with the single. No one, just me. That's a good start.
I just decided.
You just decided that you're single. What, just for me?
No, well.
Well, I am pretty happy for you, so it's good. Anyway, so I'm currently single, and it's not through the lack of trying. It's the fact that women keep running away. And I don't even know why they run. I mean, and I'm not the best looking bloke in the world. In fact, I look like a big bitch G-string. But still, there's no need to run. And so, because they keep on running, I thought I'd try my hand at online dating. And with online dating, you set yourself up a profile by answering numerous questions. And one of those questions may be, what do you look for in a partner? Well, a cheap hourly rate to give legal consent would make a nice change. Another question may be, would you date someone who's your age who has kids? And the answer to that is no, because I don't date northerners. The site will also ask you what your intention is. Well, I intend to have a long-term relationship. Although the women I've met don't seem to want that. Oh, you should hear them scream, please let me go, I have a family to feed. It will also ask you what you're interested in, men or women. Now, I've always found those options a bit limiting. I want to be able to select any woman will do. Or, does it have a heartbeat? Does it have a place where I can put my penis? Yes to all, when can we meet? Or as an added bonus, I like to be able to select, I want to find a girl whose brains I can fuck out of her. My mate said, well, if you just wanted that, why don't you go to Newcastle? It's simple, I don't want chlamydia. The site will then force you to take a personality test, and these things are surprisingly accurate. Both me and my sister took one. I come out as a right guy, and she came out as a bitch. What you then got to do is, I then ask you to describe your ideal date. Now, no man can answer this honestly, because the honest answer is get drunk and have sex. And let's face it, no woman wants to hear that. So what I put is I want to go for a nice candlelit dinner, and then a walk along the beach on a lovely summer's eve. There's no punchline, it's just there for the gullible woman that actually it's going to happen. What you then got to do is you've got to give yourself a description. And again, the site will provide more questions in order to help you with this. Although these be more like interview questions. Like, what do you think you can bring to the role of boyfriend? Well, male genitalia, I hope. If not, I guess one of us is buggered. What are your hobbies and interests? Now, I don't consider myself to be the most interesting kind of guy in the world. So what I end up putting is I play five-a-side football on Mondays with a guy from Liverpool because it makes me feel multicultural. But even with the questions, I still struggle to describe myself. Has anyone here ever tried to describe themselves? Have you ever walked up to a mirror and thought, how do I describe that? To be honest, my immediate thought was, God, I need a big one. My moves are so saggy they're practically sweeping the floor. And so, because as I was struggling to describe myself, I thought I'd ask my mates to describe me. They put 6'5", not dyslexic, so nothing special, with a face that looks like a hairy scrotum. Which on the side note got me the name Dickhead. I thought, well, I obviously can't put that. So after a bit of time and thought, I figured out what I could put. And I thought, honestly, there's policy go down here. Although what I did put does actually sound like a headline in the local paper. Overly friendly, chronic masturbator, loves kids. The final thing you've got to do when setting yourself up with a profile is you've got to upload a photo of yourself. As soon as you're trying to attract a woman, the photo's got to make yourself look like you're a fun guy who's outgoing, willing to try new things. So I put a photo of me sucking off my dad. That's a good steak and blowjob day. He told me I was the best. What you then got to do, you then got to scroll through the list of women, or as some men described it, the wank bank conveyor belt. And you're scrolling through the list of women, and you think to yourself, how can you be single? Oh, that's how. You've described yourself as a curvy size 10. Well, if you're a curvy size 10, I'm slim double XL. The rest of the women remain single simply because they're too high maintenance but want to be treated like a princess all the time. But let's analyse this for a second. A princess gets a daily makeover, a wine and dine, and gets chauffeured everywhere. They get the Diana experience. Well, let's face it, the only thing that I can afford to do on my budget is drive through a tunnel. And eventually you do find one where you think, yeah, she'll do. And you'll click on the profile and it will say something in the description like, I'm looking for the one. No, you're not. You're doing online dating. You're looking to settle. How we're all on here to settle. If I wasn't looking to settle, why else would I be talking to you? Another key phrase that women like to use is that they're looking for their ideal man. What the fuck is the ideal man? I didn't know, so I thought I'd Google it. And apparently the ideal man is loyal, caring, and attentive. So basically the ideal man is a dog. Oh, and he must also be strong, but have a gentle touch, which is really hard to master. You should see how many dead kittens I've got in my back garden. but they only left with like the first message, and you know that's always an awkward affair, and you never know what to put. I mean, you don't want to seem desperate, but you want to grab her attention. So I thought, how about a joke? How do fat couples describe their sex life? As having a whale all the time. Yeah, I didn't get a response to that. However, I persisted, and I did actually manage to get a date, which was great. But I didn't know the rules. I'd never been on one before. I mean, the only thing I learned from soap is that you should dress to impress, which meant my birthday suit was out of order. So what I did is I sought out some advice, and the advice I was given was to compliment her in her appearance, not her tits, pay attention and listen. I didn't quite hear the other one. I was too busy thinking about her tits. And so anyway, for our date, we had agreed to meet in Pizza Hut. Now, if I'm being honest, I wasn't quite too sure what she looked like. Because, you know, people can look at the different how they do in photos. So what I thought I'd do is I thought I'd get out her username of the people that come in. Clitorina? Clitorina? No, my name's Dave. Oh, I'm sorry, it's just, you look like a cunt. But as soon as she came in, I immediately knew who she was. And I thought to myself, oh my God. It is truly amazing how much hotter Photoshop can make a girl look. I guess the fact didn't help that she was short and on a good read either. It just seemed like Grumpy from Seven Dwarfs had just stomped in. Granted, she remembered the shave. Just about. And as I went over to greet her, the thought suddenly dawned on me. What's the appropriate way to greet someone on the first date? Would you go for a handshake, a hug, or perhaps even a kiss on the cheek? Well, apparently, the appropriate way to greet someone on the first date is the one that you've got nice. So, yeah, there you go. Apparently, everyone has that experience as well. So after saying hello, we went down and sat at the table and looking through the menu. And now at Pizza Hut, there's two things that you can order. Pizza or salad. And I really don't understand the people that choose salad. I mean, it's green for God's sake. We're not meant to eat green things. If we were, we'd occasionally eat baby poo. Think about that.
I'd rather not.
No, just don't eat it, that's all I can recommend. And so anyway, after looking through the menu, we got talking, and the waiter just comes over to take her order and disappears, and now we're left with the awkward silence. You know, that awkward silence where you can sort of hear a pin drop. And I wasn't quite too sure how to break it, so I farted. Now this was bad on two fronts, because A, she had to sit there and deal with the smell, and B, I turtled. And for those who don't understand that expression, I shall explain. At level 1, there's a simple fart, or as my dad likes to say, a love puff. Then at level 2, there's turtling, where it basically feels like your ass starts to throw up. And then at level 3, there's following through, which is where it comes all the way out. And when you inspect it later, it just looks like your boxers are cradling it to sleep. So what I did is I excused myself from the table and wandered over to the toilets to find all the pupils were taken. I didn't know what to do. I was getting desperate. The beast was knocking. I had no choice but to use the disabled toilet. And no sooner had my arse touched that toilet seat than someone come knocking on that door. You going to be long? Oh, it wasn't going to be long. It shot out at me like a volcano erupting. And when I came out, the woman gave me a look of, you're not disabled. That fucking stinks. And for your sakes, I hope you flushed. I did flush, but I left a massive floater as a leaving gift. And when I returned to the table, the pizzas had arrived. And they were massive, and I mean proper massive. So massive that they made me smile. My date went to me, what are you smiling about? I said, I just made room for this. Apparently she didn't used to know that. But that didn't put her off, and sitting there eating our meal when the woman from the disabled toilets walks over with a face like fucking thunder. You think you're funny what you did there? Using up all the bogger and writing ha ha now you fucks on the cardboard? I wasn't quite sure what else to say other than, ew, did you not wipe your ass? August nice little shitty coming. She stormed off, I turned around, my date was gone. Turns out she could take me fasting at the dinner table and go for a dump for 20 minutes, but using up all the bogger was too much for her. And usually too high maintenance. You've been a very patient girl. Thank you for your time.